am married to the man who killed my former husband. I met my late husband, Mr. Pam Chuwang, at my former place of work. We were colleagues working for the same bank here in Jos. I was a cleaner while he was working as one of the security men. About 2 months after I started working in the bank, Pam toasted me, asking me to be his girlfriend, and I instantly turned him down. Although I'm just a secondary school certificate holder, but because of my beauty, I've always believed that I would get married to a very rich man, not a common security man. How much was his salary? Pam tried his best, trying to convince me to be his girlfriend. He told me he was a university graduate, that he only took up the security job because he couldn't get a better job. He went to the extent of showing me his original certificates, always telling me that he will soon get a better job with a second-class upper result. But to me, all he was saying was bullshit. I would stand in front of the toilet mirror in the bank, admiring my extreme beauty. My eyes were set on the big boys walking inside the banking hall, not a common security man standing at the gate. I was convinced that either one of the rich customers of the bank or one of the bankers would fall for me. But that never happened. To them, it was as if I did not exist. And then 2 years after I started working in the bank, an incident happened that changed everything. A rich customer came to the bank and somehow a bag containing $1 million cash dropped from his car, unknown to the rich man. Pam was the one who saw the bag of money, and despite pressure from his other colleagues, his co-security men, to keep the money to himself, Pam took the money to the branch manager. The owner of the money was contacted and was given his money back. The rich man was so impressed by Pam's action, so impressed that he gave him 10 million naira gift. 10 million naira. A whole 10 million naira now belongs to Pam. That was when I changed my attitude towards him. At that time, he had already given up hope on me and stopped toasting me. But I won myself back into his heart, and luckily, he accepted me back. Although he told me that he knew it was because of his money that changed my heart, he said all the same, he was taking me back because of the love that he had for me. We got married a month after he got the money. Pam resigned from the security work immediately. He bought half plot of land on the outskirts of Jos and built a small bungalow of 2 bedrooms and a parlor, and then used the remaining money to set up a phone accessory shop in the city. He also gave me some money with which I was selling provisions in a shop he built for me in front of our house. Not long after we moved into our house, one very rich young man bought 2 plots of land right beside us and built a mansion there within 6 months. The man, Mr. Gyang Daniel, who is a businessman, soon started living in the house with his wife and children. Somehow, my husband and Gyang became very close friends. They were seeing each other every evening. It's either Pam would go to his house or Gyang would come to our own house. I also became friendly with his wife. One evening at about 8 p.m., my husband and I were with Gyang and his wife in their big living room watching TV when suddenly the light went off. We all thought it was NEPA that took the light, but when their house girl went outside to put on the generator, she discovered that there was light in other houses around, and she came inside to inform us. My husband and Gyang tried to trace the source of the blackout and found out that it was the cable connecting light to Gang's house that cut off from the NEPA pole. They tried to reach the electrician, who we usually call on such occasion on phone, but he wasn't reachable. Pam then offered to go and fix the cable by himself. They got a ladder and my husband climbed to the top of the NEPA pole. I wasn't bothered because he actually read elect in the university. But suddenly, there was a loud bang, a spark, and Pam landed heavily on the ground. My husband was electrocuted. We tried our best to bring him back to life, but all our efforts came to nothing. By the time we took him to the hospital, he was confirmed dead on arrival. It was the saddest moment of my life. Immediately after the burial of Pam, which we did 2 days after he died, his only brother drove me out of the house and took it over. He also took over his shop and warned me never to come near him if I cherished my life, saying that after all, we never did proper wedding and I didn't have any child for his brother, calling me a gold digger. That was when Gang Daniel came to my rescue. The same day that I was driven out of Pam's house was the day Gang rented a 2-bedroom flat for me. He also gave me some money with which I started my provision business back. And because the place he rented for me is very close to his office, he was always seeing me every day. Once he closes in his office, he would come to my place to say hello. He was always giving me money also. After about 2 weeks, Gang started showing signs that he wants more from me. You know, as a woman, when a man wants you, you will know. To cut the story short, about a month after the death of Pam, Gang and I started playing the bedroom game. That was when he took his spending on me to another level. He bought me a car, the exact type that he bought for his wife, and promised to marry me. I've never been spoiled with money like that in my life. Never. It's now 2 months since Pam died, and last weekend, my senior sister came to visit me to see how well I am doing. But immediately she saw me, she exclaimed and said, I am pregnant. Pregnant? Me pregnant? But I am not feeling any sign of pregnancy. Even though I've never been pregnant in my life before, I knew that during the early stages of pregnancy, women exhibit signs like spitting all over or vomiting. But my sister insisted that the signs are all over me and said I should go for a test. I went for the test and the doctor said I am 3 months pregnant. 3 months? That means the baby in my womb belongs to Pam because Gang and I only started making out on bed about 2 months ago. I am confused. Should I lie to Gang and pin the pregnancy on him? Or what should I do? He's fond of saying he can never marry a single woman. I don't know what to do. I'm honestly confused. Wahum! This is hippopotamus. It's in gazillions. What's the take on this, dear viewer? Kindly follow us on TikTok, on Facebook, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, click on the notification bell so you'll be notified each time we drop a new video. Comment and share. Gazillion thanks to all of you.